Right. Listen, we're not going there for fun, okay? This is an incredibly important task.
I know that. The royal selection being delayed is a huge deal. Pretty please, Mealy, take me with you!
I don't know. Miss Amelia? Subaru is being sincere. I would also like to ask that you give him permission to let him go with you. Besides, it seems Subaru has several acquaintances in the royal capital. This may be a good opportunity to touch base with them.
Very nice assist, Rem! Come here!
Yes, Subaru.
There. Thanks a bunch, Rem. I look forward to your continued support.
Yes. Please leave it to your Rem.
Goodness, Rem's fondness for Barusu is quite worrisome. I also do not understand what goes on in Barusu's head. I noticed him speaking at the gates to that envoy from the royal capital earlier, but... I smell tea leaves. Do not tell me you have taken from my secret reserve, Barusu. I would not put it past you.
Anyway, let's let bygones be bygones. Please, Mealy, let me go. I really want to help you.
That's exactly why I can't bring you. I know you'll just do something reckless again if I do. I just don't want you getting out of hand. Please understand.
You're the one who needs to understand, Mealy.
All right, that's quite enough. This doesn't seem to be going anywhere, so let's wrap this up, shall we? To conclude, Subaru will accompany you to the royal capital. These are my orders as your employer.
Roswaal!
All right! Now that's what I'm talking about, Roz!
However, I will be appointing you with a different sort of task, Subaru. You are to focus on receiving your treatment.
Treatment? Me? But why?
You overused your already exhausted gait in the mob-beast battle out in the forest. Your physical wounds may be healed, but getting your gait treated is another matter altogether. I believe you understand what I speak of.
It's kinda hard to believe there's something wrong with my body when I can't see it with my own eyes.
Subaru, the mana that circulates within you is the source of life for all life forms. When it stagnates, it disrupts the circulation of your very life itself. Please, don't try to hide such serious issues.
All right, I get it. My body's in danger. What's that gotta do with getting treatment at the royal capital?
Your body is in such a state thanks to your honorable efforts. I have a duty to respond to your distinguished service in kind. That is why I have made arrangements with the greatest healer in the kingdom to care for you. Although I did ruffle some of Miss Amelia's feathers in the process.
It's not that big a deal. This is the least I can do for Subaru as well.
Really, Mealy? You did that for me?
Well, it's partly my fault that you haven't healed yet. You only ended up here because you tried to protect me in the slums. And you even stood up to those mob beasts when it should have been me protecting the village. So you could say I'm repaying a debt. I consider this equal compensation for any injuries you sustained.
Oh, come on! Don't downplay it to hide your embarrassment. But this means you're okay having me go with you to the royal capital, right, Mealy?
Yeah. You haven't made a full recovery yet, after all.
Well then, it's settled. Subaru shall accompany you to the royal capital. As well, Rem, would you mind going with them?
Certainly, Lord Roswaal.
Whoa! A land dragon! Man, you're huge! And your skin is so tough. You're pretty scary looking.
He's just like a child. Don't you think so? It is cute seeing Subaru get so excited like this. Do you not agree, Miss Amelia? Yes, I think it's cute too, but... It seems you've really taken a liking to Subaru, haven't you, Rem?
Whoa! This is insanely impressive! This is the definition of a fantasy world. Ah!
Subaru, land dragons are highly intelligent creatures. They can sense what you're talking about despite the language barrier. You must remember to treat them with care.
I wish you told me that before it attacked me.
You're still here, Barasu?
There you are, Ram Ram. Are you sure you want to stay behind at the mansion? Kinda worried about the food situation for Bayako and Roz.
You understand nothing, Barasu. People do not die after a mere 3 or 4 days without eating.
You have zero intention of cooking, don't you? By the way, is Roswell not coming to see us off? Or Bayako, for that matter. How heartless of him.
Are you suggesting that I am here to bid you farewell?
Huh? Aren't you?
Do take care, Rem. I am counting on you to look after Miss Amelia.
Yes, of course. Thank you, sister.
Miss Amelia, take care as well.
Thank you, Ram.
And... Yeah, figures. It's not like a kid for a goodbye anyway.
Oh, yes. I actually do need to tell you something, Barasu. If anything happens, you better throw yourself in front of those two. I will admit you have great talent acting as a human shield and decoy.
Don't you think I have some other good qualities? All right, off we go. We're going really fast. Is Rem okay in such an exposed driver's seat? Not saying she'll fall off or anything, but won't her clothes and hair get all messed up by the time we make it to the royal capital?
All dragon carriages are protected by a divine protection, so there's no need to worry.
Divine protection?
Yes, they're blessings given from the world itself at birth. There are many types, so they aren't all the same. There are even those that are always granted to certain races. An example would be the divine protection of wind repel from the land dragons. When a land dragon runs, the wind around them and the air resistance it causes doesn't affect them. As well, the wind repel blessing applies to the carriage the land dragon pulls because they're connected. That's why the carriage itself isn't affected by the wind either.
And since Rem is at the range, she's also not affected.
Well done.
So then what about me, Mealy? Do I have any divine protections?
You may not like hearing this, but it's actually far more common for people to be born without any blessings. Besides, those who are blessed with divine protections can sense it within themselves without anyone telling them.
Damn. Guess I don't have any then. I'll just say that the world blessed me with meeting Mealy.
Yes. Now wait patiently. It will take around 6 hours to reach the royal capital.
Oh, Mealy, you're so cool to me.
Subaru, why don't you join me in the coach box? We can talk to your heart's content. The view is also quite nice.
Now that's what I call an attractive proposition. Do you mind if I join her, Mealy? You won't be lonely being back here all by yourself, will you?
I can say with complete confidence that I will be just fine.
Why'd you emphasize that so much? Well, guess I'll sit in the driver's seat and enjoy my time with Rem. I'll gladly stay if you feel even a little bit lonely.
Take care then. Don't cause too much trouble for Rem.
What a casual tone!
Miss Amelia, may we stop the carriage for a moment? Though it will be some time before the Land Dragon will be able to continue our ride if we do.
Oh, it's fine. No need for that if it's going to slow us down.
Very well. Then, Miss Amelia, Subaru, another dragon carriage is approaching.
Excuse me! Please, help! Bandits are attacking! Please, it's an emergency!
What should we do, Miss Amelia? What else? We should hear him out. Stop the carriage, Rem.
Thank you for stopping. My name is Otto Suen. I'm but a humble merchant. During my current travels, I encountered the Dusk Bandits, a group of thieves who stole all my goods.
Dusk Bandits?
They are criminals known to have been bolstering their forces as of late. I did not realize their influence had extended so close to Lord Roswell. A considerable failure on my part. So what do you plan on doing, Otto? I'm sorry to hear about your cargo, but there isn't much we can do, I'm afraid.
No, of course not. This is my responsibility. I wouldn't ask you to retrieve my cargo under such circumstances. However...
Yes?
The other traders that were with me have been captured by the Dusk Bandits. I was able to catch the bandits off guard and flee, but the others are still in danger. I need to figure out a way to save them.
Rem's duty is to safely escort Miss Amelia and Subaru to the royal capital. So, while I hesitate to say...
I get where you're coming from, Rem, but we can't just leave him on his own.
It would seem so.
Huh? What do you mean?
Otto, we're on our way to the royal capital for a very important occasion. Changing our plans to account for the rescue of your friends would be very difficult. But...
The Dusk Bandits, was it? If they're on the path to the capital, it wouldn't be our fault if they distract us along the way, right?
That's right. It would be mere coincidence and at no fault of anyone here.
So are you saying...
It means we're on board. Mealy agrees to saving your friends from those bandits. Are you okay with that, Rem?
We have no other choice. Yes, I support Miss Amelia's decision. I'm sorry, Rem, but it looks like we'll be taking a detour. No problem at all. You are not the type to sit idly by while bandits attack innocents, Miss Amelia.
Well, there you have it, Otto. Show us the way to those bandits. I'll have you know you're in good hands. Everyone besides me knows how to put up a good fight.
That's a relief. But do you not question the sanity of saying that aloud?
This is so uncomfortable!
We can't do much about it. We're not moving using the divine protection of Wind Repel.
The difference is huge, though. The divine protection is really something. So, just how many bandits are we dealing with?
I'm sorry, I don't have an exact number. All I know is that there are more than a handful.
I see. Oh, now that I think about it, will any of your fellow traders be helping us out?
They are just traders, so even if you told them what to do, it would be difficult to fight against armed bandits. The dragon carriages are all fully loaded with cargo, so it would be hard to flee at a decent pace, too.
Whoa, whoa! Don't tell me we came rushing out here and it's already too late!
No, I don't think that to be the case. Their intention isn't to snuff out the traders' lives. If the bandits killed their masters, the land dragons wouldn't follow any commands. They wouldn't be able to unload any cargo that way.
But there's no guarantee the traders will be spared afterward.
Lucky for us. I doubt they've realized by now that I managed to slip away. They wouldn't be expecting a counterattack.
So you're saying this is our big chance? Man, talk about walking a fine line. Anyway, you said they're just on the highway up ahead, right? What's the terrain like?
Please provide us with as much information as possible. The more we know, the greater our advantage in the ensuing battle.
Let's see. There's a bridge along the path. After crossing it, the place where everyone had been captured should be close by.
We have to defeat the bandits before they harm the traitors further, right?
Correct, but that's not all. There's another more narrow bridge along the way. It's incredibly small, enough for only a single dragon carriage to pass through. If they manage to overtake it, that would make things even more difficult.
Right. So we have to defend that bridge with everything we've got. Are there any other routes leading to them?
There's a third bridge farther ahead of the previous two, but the bandits got there first and blocked it off. The amount of scattered cargo makes it impassable.
Scattered cargo, huh? But on the flip side, if we could use that bridge, we could get the jump on them, right?
That would offer us a great vantage point if we could pass through it. But I think doing so would pose a great challenge.
Well, I guess if the opportunity arises, we should consider ourselves lucky. Anything else? Is there anything you haven't told us yet?
Let's see. It may be possible to use those, though it would be highly dangerous.
What are those? Even if there's a risk, we should consider it if the outcome is favorable.
Fire magic crystals. They fell out of a fellow trader's carriage when the bandits gave chase. It gave me a terrible fright. They were inside a box made to withstand the most arduous of transports, so the impact didn't disturb the magic crystals within. However, if they were to have exploded...
I see. It's true. Fire magic crystals would be handy to use against the bandits. We would just need to throw them and they explode, right?
Yes, but handling them is somewhat of a problem on its own. There's always a risk of them exploding by mistake.
I understand. I'll try searching for those fire magic crystals first. Oh, and Otto, did anything else fall out of the carriages?
We were in quite the rush, so I would imagine a whole slew of items did.